Good morning, afternoon, whatever. It's sometime during the day. Hey guys, listen, I wanted to touch base. It's been a few days since I've been out here at the Walnut Project, and we got a lot going on. But at the same time, we're also hitting that Christmas week. So with that being said, we're not doing a lot here at the house. We're keeping things pretty much with family, making sure that we can continue to serve those in our community who need it during this time of need. This house is kind of gone as an afterthought for right now, because we just need to get this thing through the holidays, through the first of the year, and then we'll keep going from there. So I'm going to walk you through, and we're going to talk about some things that have gone on in the house over the last few weeks that haven't necessarily caught the TV screen. At this point, the living room is 90% done. The kitchen is 80% done. The upstairs bedroom that we've had so much issues with water damage is 100% done. We have a tarp on the roof now. We've cleaned up some of the stuff. I still have a lot to do in the basement, but we're getting there. So as we walk through, the dining room has yet to be touched too much. We got a lot of the stuff out, but as far as getting the rugs up and removing walls and light fixtures, we've not done anything to that effect yet, only because it's not a priority. The priority has always been to stop the water damage and get rid of the mold. So that's where we've been working. So coming into the living room here, everything but all the slats on the ceiling are, it's all removed. We just need to get the ceiling done so that we can get this thing finished, get all the slats out and get all this insulation up off the floor. Once we get that done, once we get the roof on, this room will be ready to go. So in the kitchen, most of the walls are done. I still have this section to have removed, and I still have some slatting to get done, but I also have not pulled down the ceiling in here yet. Once we get done with these two rooms, this bathroom off the kitchen and the finished porch off the kitchen, that way we get rid of all the mold out of the house that is still present. Now, as far as the front hallway, we have cleaned up quite a bit. I've removed the rug in the hallway. I've also cleaned up the stairwell so that it's a better looking stairwell, just to see exactly how nice the hardwood is here. So it's super excited to see that thing really come into shape and look really nice. So I'll be excited once we get this all done. That'll be a showpiece for sure. Going up the stairs, I vacuumed the stairs a few times just because walking up and down these stairs with hundreds of pounds of plaster buckets has soiled them quite well, but I've not removed the rug yet. I'm trying to protect the staircase as much as possible. So coming upstairs, the front bedroom, we haven't done a lot with. It's still full of a lot of junk from when we purchased it. When I get some help in here, I'm gonna make sure that that's one of the things we start to pull out of here, is getting this debris out, because it needs to happen at this point. It's just been too long. The bathroom is still full of junk, still untouched. We have just left it as it is because it's not important. But there are some big plans on that bathroom, and or dare I say, not that bathroom, but where we're going to put the bathroom in this house to make the flow a little better. Since we're taking it right down to the studs, it allows us to maneuver things cheaper that way. So the master bedroom is completely pulled out. There's nothing here. There's no insulation. There's no wall slats. And at this point, we just have electrical wires hanging because when it was installed after the fact. You got to get creative about that, but we're going to do everything right through the walls, so it's going to be much more efficient by a long shot. One interesting thing we did find when we pulled the closet out, that the main wall to the bedroom, behind where the closet was, you can find a chimney. And within the chimney, there's actually a hole. Apparently, there was a wood-burning stove up here as well. And talking to some of the people who've lived in this house previously, Diana and the sorts who've lived here in the 70s and the 80s, it's really cool to hear stories about this house. And eventually, I do want to have a few of these people kind of, maybe I'll do like a live Zoom feed meeting or something where we can just talk about the house and what's going on. I think that's going to be really exciting, including Miss Witt, who is the realtor that sold this house 3 different times and sent me some great intel and information. I do want to sit down with her and talk to her after the new year as well. Now, the third and final bedroom, this one's a weird one. You've seen it before. We have the crazy closet in the weird section here in the back. We are looking at removing all of this and making the bathroom on this side of the room. That way we can get rid of this wall and make this room square again. So there's lots of opportunity there. We just want to make sure that it works well, it's feasible, and I'm really excited about that. Going into the attic, we have cleaned out a lot of stuff. There's a lot more to do, but it's allowing us to really understand the structure of the roof line up here and what we need to do to get the roof completely cleaned up and how bad everything actually is. Like I said, we do have a tarp on the roof now, so it's going to dry out up here quite well over the next 2 weeks or so, and then we can really start to dig in here. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of everything. The garage is a complete afterthought right now. I really haven't even touched the garage except for put a few things in it to store. But I mean, the goal is once we get the house demoed out and ready and the contractors are in here doing all that, I can then go and start cleaning up the garage, because the garage will be renovated as well, but we need to make sure that the house is done first. So, all right, guys, well, listen, I just wanted to come on and say, hey, I know we haven't been here. I'm trying to keep the videos up for you guys. I know you guys are really appreciating and enjoying my antics here. But I did want to take and say on behalf of the Hohrein Group, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. This year has been a tough one for a lot of us. My family does not look anywhere close to what it did last year. And there's a lot of grief and pain there, but as with everybody else, you just kind of have to move forward and move on. So all the support that we've gotten from everybody out there, the condolences, we sincerely appreciate that. It's been a wild year, 2020, right? So thank you again. I'm trying to get down these stairs. And we will be rocking hard into this at the beginning of the year. So until then, y'all be safe. Enjoy your dinners. Now let's get to work.